too. So I think that their day could continue. Their punter the with acquitted as well. And just talking about Jock Gologly coming up the next race at Randwick, we get to see a race named in his honour. And of course, they have got a runner, Chris Lees, in the race, so I'm sure that they would love to take out the race, and hopefully they're able to do so.
So we are loading here for the Burnborough Plate. It's a listed event over the 1,600 metres, and some nice types who get over the mile really well here. We'll take you over now to the call with David Fowler.
Jetty and Tazarel having his first look at Eagle Farm for Team Snowden. Was responsible for a good first up run at Rosehill, finishing off well late in the piece. He's moved in, Tazarel. Now we wait on Jetty, and will be set for the Burnborough Plate, presented by Channel 7. First leg of the main quaddie. Jetty coming up now to the barrier stalls, goes in, and they're set to run. Light turned on. Stand by for a start. Racing. Jenny and Vinco slowly away, and Binding flew out at the start, was the initial leader. Without Revenge began well, acquitted nicely away, all but putting the favourite into a good spot. Jenny on the improve, Love Tap deeper than the Vowels, followed by Noah Deal. Tazarel drifting back and a little wide around Trevelyan and Vinco. That's the first call through the first 400 metres, and Binding sets the speed. Without Revenge trails by a length and a half, racing third, Love Tap, but he's deep. Jenny over on the rail and acquitted. He's the first of the big guns in running. He's travelling fifth one off the rail, getting a good trip too. 2 lengths behind him was Noah Deal. 2 to the Vowels in clear air. 2 lengths away then came Trevelyan outside of Vinco, and Tazarel just bobbing along at the tail end. He's on 10 lengths off the lead. Down the side by Racecourse Village, they're halfway home, and Binding making every post a winning post, leads by 2. Without Revenge second, Love Tap third, but having a torrent runner. Jenny the rail acquitted is ready to go in the centre as they reach the 600 metres. 2 lengths away then came Noah Deal, followed by the Vowels. Shin starting to feel for him now as he starts to work into the race. A long gap then to Vinco and Trevelyan, and Tazarel snowbubble last and a long way off them. In the straight, Binding led the way from Without Revenge on the outside of Love Tap. Acquitted's trying to force a passage. He is doing so now, and the Vowels is coming home strongly right down the outside. Acquitted reached the lead. The Vowels on the outside trying hard. Then Binding Without Revenge. 100 left to run. Acquitted is well clear. Acquitted is going to buzz in and beat home either Without Revenge or the Vowels. Fourth Binding, I think, from Tazarel, who was never a chance. Then Jenny, Love Tap. Noah Deal, Trevelyan, Vinco.
Well done to Chris Lees and Jim Orman. They pair up with Acquitted here, and a really smart ride, just trailed the speed and then exploded in the final 100 to get a really nice win next to this horse's name for Australian Bloodstock. They are having an absolute day out. He was the short price favourite, but deservedly so after being a listed winner last start. He strings 2 really good winners at flat type level together and gives the stable a much needed smile after a pretty tough one.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they'd be wanting to continue on their merry way coming up at Randwick with a couple of their runners as well. But you're right, they're having an absolutely brilliant day. Good to see James Orman on the board as well. He's had some decent rides today. This was probably one of his better ones. I thought that Tazarel just got too far out of his ground, but that's sort of the case with him, and I think when you're racing in Queensland, it's definitely more beneficial to be in the first part of the field.
Yeah, so a couple of the more fancied runners running on for the placings. We will bring you those divvies a little later on as we jet down to Melbourne to the Valley. Race 9 on the program there over the 1,600 metres.